Every 4th of July, Americans gather for fireworks, barbecues, and parades, celebrating what's often called the nation's birthday. We picture the Founding Fathers signing the Declaration of Independence in a single, dramatic moment, birthing a new nation overnight. But history is rarely so simple. The birth of the United States was a process, not a single event. Independence came through years of debate, protest, and uncertainty, not a single day's decision. Understanding this complexity doesn't diminish the 4th of July. It deepens its meaning, reminding us that nation building is messy, courageous, and ongoing. By looking past the myths, we find a richer story, one that reflects the real challenges and aspirations that shaped America from the start. The path to independence spanned more than just July 4, 1776. On July 2, Congress voted to break from Britain, the true legal act of separation. Over the next 2 days they debated and finalized the Declaration's text, adopting it on July 4th. The famous signing? That didn't happen until August 2nd, and some delegates signed even later. John Adams believed July 2nd would be the date celebrated for generations, calling it the most memorable epocha in the history of America. He imagined future festivals, parades, and fireworks, but he was off by 2 days. The story of independence is really a story of 3 key dates, not just one. Our national memory, however, settled on the date printed at the top of the Declaration. So why July 4th? The answer lies in the power of print. When Congress approved the Declaration, they sent it to printer John Dunlap, who produced hundreds of broadsides dated July 4th, 1776. These copies spread across the colonies, read aloud in town squares and reprinted in newspapers. For most Americans, July 4th became the date they saw, heard, and remembered. The printed date shaped public memory, turning a day of publication into a day of national birth. By the next year, July 4th was already being celebrated, and Congress later made it a federal holiday. John Adams's vision of grand celebration came true, but it was the printer's date, not the vote, that stuck. The 4th of July has always reflected America's evolving struggles with freedom and equality. In the years before the Civil War, abolitionists highlighted the contradiction of celebrating liberty while millions remained enslaved. Frederick Douglass's famous 1852 speech asked, "What to the American slave is your 4th of July?" exposing the gap between promise and reality. After the Civil War, the holiday's meaning shifted again, celebrating both union and emancipation. During the Civil Rights era, activists used the Declaration's words to demand justice and equality for all. Today, the 4th of July prompts us to reflect on what freedom means now, and who it includes. The holiday story reminds us freedom is not a finished monument, but a living ideal each generation must strive to fulfill. This is the Bearded Historian, because history isn't in the past, it's all around us. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear the real story.